tips that is useful for Binbot Pro trading users or anyone that is trying to trade options to actually earn extra income from home. Binbot Pro is pretty much a automated trading software where it actually does make a decision on whether you should do a call trade or a put trade. But however, every single trading tool has its own strengths and weaknesses. Okay, so in particular to Binbot Pro, I'm not really fond of the top 10 robot listed right here because I've been using this trading software since 2018, and I find that using the top 10 trading robot is very difficult to be consistent over the long run. Alright, so which is why I create my 4 different settings here. So anyway, let's get back to our main question of this video, is how mainly not to use the Binbot Pro trading software. So first of all, me personally, through my own personal experience testing the Binbot Pro trading software, I would stay away from the top 10 robot because it is very difficult to pinpoint when exactly you should use the trading software. Although we do have to find an ideal moment within the market structure when to use it, I am unable to find a really good time to actually use the top 10 trading robot to actually get consistent results. So in fact, I was losing money when I was using the top 10 trading robot when I started back in June last year. So what I did was I created my own settings, and then I gained a lot more control, and in the long run I can actually grow my balance. So that is the main idea. So another common question I usually get or maybe come across is that when we trade, we should avoid a 3 bulls or high impact news on the economic calendar. So in general, that is very true because very high impact news can affect the price movement. In fact, it might actually make the market a little bit too quiet in the earlier phase, and then suddenly it just increase the volatility drastically, where it becomes less predictable and therefore affecting our trading accuracy, because we are trading a short-term options which range around 7 minutes expiry using the Binbot Pro. So extreme high volatility does affect our trading accuracy. Okay, so in general, that tip is true. And another common tips that I do come across on the internet is to trade during a open of the market. That is also generally true because there is more trading activity. You kind of need some movement within the market to actually ride upward trend or a downward trend, so it will increase our odds of winning, rather than trading in a market where it's too quiet, where the market is not doing anything. So therefore, if we place any bets going up or down, we are pretty much going nowhere, and it'll be a little bit too random to trade in that situation. So in short, in general, those tips are useful, but Binbot Pro is a trading tool that is free. You kind of still need to know when would be the best moment to actually use this trading tool. So which is why if you watch my previous demonstration video, which is usually more than 15 minutes, you can watch exactly what I look for in the trading charts to know when exactly I turn it on. So it's a simple added instructions just to help you guys out to achieve a little bit more consistency in your Binbot Pro trading results. Is definitely way better than the top 10 trading robot. Alright guys, so we have a first alert on the Euro USD, which is on the chart on the right side. You can see that the RSI is breaking down the 25 line, and it's about 14:03:40 seconds, so we'll be waiting about 15 seconds before we actually turn on the robot, and also to confirm that the RSI stays outside the channel. So right now the RSI is below 25, and we're gonna wait for another 5 more seconds and to confirm that. Okay, so we're going to use Euro USD settings O. The reason for settings O, because the ATR is clearly increasing and the charts is in a trending position. So let's wait for the trade to be executed. Oh, hold on. Right now we also have a alert for GBP USD. GBP USD is going to break the 25 RSI. You can see the chart on your left. The ATR situation will be holding ATR because it's still between the blue and the yellow zone, and also the market structure will be a trending. So trending plus holding ATR, we most likely is going to use a settings D. Okay, so now the GBP USD RSI is definitely below the 25. We're gonna wait for 1406 to confirm that it's still outside the RSI channel. Another 5 more seconds. So if it is, we are going to activate the uh, settings D for GBP USD. Okay, confirm. So now I'm going to turn on settings D. Let me turn on settings D and let's wait for the trade to be executed. Okay. Alright guys, so right now you can see we have two trades open, one call trade for the Euro USD and put trade for the GBP USD pair. So they're kind of about 2 minutes apart, and right now you can see my balance has decreased to 27k, and I'm going to turn off both robots. So let me put an arrow for both the respective trades for a put for a GBP USD and a call for a Euro USD trades. It's somewhere there. Okay, about 1406 if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So let's wait for the trade to expire and we can double confirm the trades open here. They are 2 minutes apart, so I'm gonna come back after both the trades expire. Alright. Alright guys, so we're back. So we can see that both the trades were a winning trade, and now my balance stands at 38,000. So it's fantastic results. It's quite rare that I do two trades together. Let me change the arrow color, so you can see clearly on both charts the Euro USD was a nice call going upwards, and GBP USD is a nice downtrend, which the Binbot Pro software actually predicted. So it's a very good trade, and the specific settings is based on the average true range, the ATR, and also market structure. So it's pretty simple to use this method. So if you guys are interested in the methods, please drop me an email. My 38,000 balance is growing, and I'm pretty happy with the growth, obviously. So you can see that this is my trade history somewhere, and I have a 3 losing streak in somewhere in August. I do take my trades slow, about maximum 3 trades a day. It'd be sufficient to grow my accounts consistently over time. Okay, so let's wait for the next trade example. Alright guys, so we have an alert for Euro USD. So you can see it's crossing down the 25 channel in the RSI channel. So, and there's about 10 more seconds to 1528. So at 1528 we will confirm that the RSI is outside the channel. Alright, so now it's confirmed. We're going to turn on the Euro USD settings D. Okay, so why settings D? Because the ATR is clearly decreasing and the market structure is trending. So trending market structure plus decreasing ATR, we will use a settings D. Okay, so let's wait for trade to be executed. Okay guys, so we have a put trade at 1527 and will expire at 1534. Let's turn off the robot and we'll wait. Okay guys, sorry, I was a bit late on the recording for the thing. So basically we have a put trade at about 1527. Let me put a downward arrow somewhere in this candle. Okay, so and alright, so yeah, you can see the winning trade here. It expired at 1534. Let me refer back to the chart, and my balance is standing at 41,000. So clearly a nice win trade. So the 1534 candle is in fact the one next to the larger green candle over here. So we were just in time for the trade to expire and break in a nice put trade from the Binbot Pro trading software. So basically the software automatically decides which direction to trade. So decreasing ATR, as I mentioned previously, we will be using Euro USD settings D. Okay. Alright guys, so we have a next alert on Euro USD. It seems like it's just a next trade since our previous trade. Right now the ATR is holding between the red and blue channel, so we're going to consider it as ATR holding. And the RSI goes back into the 75-25 channel, so we're going to confirm at 1543.00 whether the RSI has indeed go outside the channel. Alright, so there's about another 15 seconds and the market structure is in trending structure. and the ATR is still holding steadily between red and blue line. Okay, so another 4 seconds we'll see whether the RSI goes outside the channel. Okay, alright, so the RSI did indeed go outside channel. Is pretty close, just right on top 25, but I'm going to give this a go. We're going to use euros, use USD settings D, because the ATR is in the holding situation and market structure in trading. So let's wait for a trade to be placed. Alright guys, so there's already a call trade open at 15:42, 25 seconds. So let me turn off the robot. You can see my balance has decreased to 37,000 due to the trade. Let me turn off. Okay, so let me place an upward arrow at 15:42. It's about at this candle. It seems like the trade is definitely going my way. It's a really fantastic trade. So I think it's going to expire at about 1 minute. So it's very likely we're going to win this trade and going to earn some extra profit from this trade. So it's a really good call trade placed by the Binbot Pro trading software automatically when we activate it. So the thing about it is we need to activate it at a good moment and turn it off for one trade at a time. Okay, so another few more seconds, I think the trade will expire and we'll check the results. Let me refresh. Alright guys, so the call trade has definitely won at 15:49:54 seconds, and you can see my balance has increased to 44,000. So you can see at the chart right here. So definitely a good trade and a good example of how to use the Binbot Pro trading software to trade options to basically earn money from my desk. Alright, so yeah, so I hope the demonstration has been helpful for you guys, and now I'm really happy with my 44,000 balance. So till next time guys.